the lesson, Danny, you'd have to stop anyway. It's the start of the lesson. Go away. Okay, no worries. So Mike, I really might calf warm up. Hopefully some of these exercises help out. As martial arts, we both get tight calves, so hopefully it's useful for everyone. Okay. So the first one, I'm going to show you from the side. You do front on. You want your both toes facing forward underneath your hamstrings. You want your legs as straight as possible. Basically, as you lean forward here, you should feel your calves tighten up. If your calves are loose, you should be able to go so far forward that you feel the stretch in your hamstring. Either way, it's good. Now keep it still as possible. Use whichever muscle is tight to pull yourself back up. Okay, so do 10 of those. Forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stay there. You should now be able to start bending into that front knee straight. It's almost exactly the same. Just getting into the stretch from a slightly different angle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Switch. Again, your legs might be wider or narrower, but just readjust your foot as you need to. Okay? Get tip forward first. So for me, this side is looser, so I feel there's more of my hamstring and front leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Now, start to bend into that front knee as much as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. Most of you have got blocks. You just need one block at a time. If you don't have a block, grab a shield or a pad. Should work out. Now this is almost the exact same stretch, but you're elevating your front foot now. So you're stretching towards your front straight foot, and there should be a stretch in your calf and your hamstring. If you're not feeling anything, you can raise up the area or stretch further forward. Okay, so again, get comfortable. You want your foot at a nice little angle here. Okay, so take your time, go for it. 1, 2, 3. Keep your back straight as you can. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One side, please have second first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Now this next stretch is a bit intense, so please modify as you need to and rest when you need to as well. We're going to do 6 of these because it's pretty tough, okay? So basically all I do is legs wider apart and easier, legs closer together harder. I walk out into a plank and I walk my feet into my hands and I walk back. I'll show you one. I basically walk out, my legs as straight as possible, walk my feet in, and then turn around and go the other way. Okay, so we just do 6. Okay, idea is to build up to 10. Okay, but try and keep your legs as straight as you can. Go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, last 2, 5, last 1, 6. That was tough, but you're definitely warm by it. Now, you'll need your pad or your block for this next one. If you have flexible pad, we're going to need space by the wall. So I'm just going to bring my TV over to the wall so you can see. If you need to gather around to see what I'm doing, it's fine, but I just have to be rude and turn away from you. Basically, I'm on one knee and I'm trying to get my foot flat to the wall. Now, for some of you, just that, getting your foot flat to the wall, might be difficult. Okay, so if you can't get your foot fully flat to the wall, that's okay. So once I've got my foot as flat as I can to that wall, I try and put my hands on the wall. And the next step is I walk my hands down. If you can walk your hands all the way to your foot, like Andrew's doing, you put a block in between the wall. Does that make sense? So everyone's going to be a little bit different. Okay, so just play around with it. I do 3 rounds on each side, then change leg. Okay, so start off, foot flat on the wall, hands on the wall, keeping that foot flat on the floor, walk your hands down. When you can get sort of something special. Do you want to use a block? Sure.
Yeah, that big hit.
It's a good way to measure if your calves are actually getting more flexible.
Just keep swapping over.
Yeah, if you've done 3 goes, we've done 10 minutes of a warm up. I just want to show you that one because, again, I find that after you further, so come back in. No, I'm very proud of myself. Usually we do a lot of standing and vinyasa yoga. This 10-minute routine is exclusively on your hands and knees in all fours position. Okay, so a little bit different. Okay, so. Start off relaxed. What we're going to do is we're going to start with some cat-cow. So as you're doing your breath in, arch your spine and look up. As you breathe out, round everything and lift your back up. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go into a child's pose, and that's the breath out. Then we're going to round up and come into the sort of cobra position and arch. So we can't make it into a circle. So watch, I go back, go over, come up into my arch, and up. Okay, so 3 circles. And change direction. Bend your arms, a bit lower. Good. So you're going to take one arm up now. You're going to make 10 circles in one direction. Look up your hand. 1. Change direction. Now watch me. I'm going to keep this hand straight. And I'm going to try and slide this hand through as much as I can. So it should be a stretch on my lap. I'm going to come up, open up, breathe in, out, breathe out. I'm going to do 5 of those. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th one, I'm going to take my hand all the way through and walk this other hand forward. And try and get my shoulder to the floor. Good, come up. And the same thing on the other side. So lift up, look up your hand, 10 circles. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, change direction. Start to feed it through. So keep that arm straight. So just get a stretch in your lats. 1. Fully turn your chest and head and body. 3. 4. And last one. 5. Take it all the way through. Lie down on your shoulder. Good. Come back to all fours. Now, what I want you to imagine is there's something resting on your sit bone here, on sort of like lower back here. Okay. So you're going to take your one leg back and raise it up as high as you can without twisting. Okay. So we're going to do 10 of those. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep everything still apart from the leg. 10. Bring it back in. Rest for a second. Take the other leg out. Keep everything still. Don't let things wobble. Okay. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, second move, obviously modify as you need to, but this is going to require balance. So your one arm goes forward, your other leg goes back. Now lift. So watch me first, like we did earlier. Breathe in as your arm and leg go out. Breathe out as you round. Okay, so 10 of these. Breathe in, reach through your fingers and toes. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Put it down. Just rest for a second. Okay. Another leg goes back. Oh, so arm goes up forward first. Other leg goes back. Lift the back leg and breathe in. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As you reach forward, try and past your fingers and toes. Doesn't matter how high you go, it's how long you reach. 7, 8, 9, 10. Just come into a child's pose very quickly to relax. And if you found that one difficult, I recommend you do the same. The second round now, similar, arms out, but this arm comes out to the side like a cactus arm, and this leg comes in like a side kick. So it's going to go out and in, okay? Do your best, but this will really help with your side kicks and things like that, okay? So, arm up, leg back, lift, and out to the side. Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest a second, other side. Lift and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done, everyone. On your hands and knees, but equally difficult, yeah? Okay, so this next floor stretch, if you find it difficult sitting in straddle or any position, please sit on the blocks. Make sure at all times you keep your back straight. So I do these stretches all the time, so most of you have done these many times. We've got Robert, Michael, newer, and if I had like, someone's gonna ask me which 10-minute stretches I should do every day, if you only have 10 minutes a day, these are the stretches I would do. Because you can do them sat in front of the TV or computer screen or whatever, and they've got levels, so they're easy to measure, okay? So we're gonna take our legs wide. In this first straddle, don't worry about how far your legs go out wide. All I want you to do is make sure that you have your toes up and you're sitting up straight. Now, for some of you who have difficulty sitting up straight, put your hands behind your back and use your shoulder muscles to engage. So we're definitely straight, okay? And if you can't sit straight, if you're leaning back, please sit on something, okay? So from here, you can relax your toes a little bit. We're just gonna make these circles, okay? Just moving in this position. What you're really doing is you're telling your whole central nervous system, this is not weird to sit like this. We do not have to reject it, okay? So Rob, if I was you, I would sit on one of the pads, okay? Because I can see you hunching a bit, okay? Okay, change direction. If you're hunching at all, if you feel yourself like something like this, you need to be able to sit up. This is level 1, being able to sit up straight. Okay, from there, you can give your legs a little pat down, a little wake up, because again, sometimes you can get stiff and knots form and everything else, so it's good to wake up the muscles, but basically we're going to go side to side now with this little seesaw. Okay, now with your hands behind you or wherever feels comfortable, you're going to do the same breaths in and out that we did on all fours. So as you breathe in, look up. As you breathe out, let everything go up to the floor. And as I do it, I just feel my hips opening up ever so slightly. Breathe in. And breathe out. You want to reach your hands forward just for a quick first test. Because the idea is that as you do these exercises, they'll get wider. Okay, so that's level 1. And as we go on to level 2, 3, 4, 5, just stay on that level if that's better for you. So bring your legs in slightly and just windscreen wipe them. Now, when you're doing this, the idea is not to like your hand to come off the floor. So keep your hands here, your shoulders straight, and try and twist. Even if you can't get your knees to the floor, you get more out of the exercise if your upper body moves as little as possible. Is that 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And what we're going to do from here is quickly just fold over this way, either in 90-90 or pigeon, and then fold over the other way. Stay there if that's better for you. Go into fold pigeon, reach. That's fantastic. Just open up the hips. Okay, level 2. One positive for the lockdown. Richard and I found a little hack for this straddle way. You have your toes up like this, but if you fight to turn your toes back, that engages your inner legs far more. So now they're working, and when they're working, your body thinks it's normal because we're working in this range. So if you can turn your toes back any amount, that's great. And what I'm going to do for this level 2 is I'm going to bring my hands here. But again, if your hands still behind you is better there, okay? So again, what we're going to do on this time is we're just going to bend the elbows to either side. So this is like level 2 of the drill. But if hands side to side is better for you, there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then hands wherever you need to be. Just say like the next level from hands behind you, hands on your leg. So breathe in and look and try and push through your legs. So going forward and breathe out. Let everything go. Keep those toes turned back. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Fantastic. Bring the legs back. Shake. This time, I'm going to take the legs over. I'm going to wrap it around my opposite hand. I'm going to look to the back of the room and twist. Okay, switch. The other way. Leg over. Back of the hand. And swing the back. Okay. Now you don't have to do this next bit, but for me, when I'm getting into my straddle, I usually go from standing to seated. So again, if you can't do that, no worries, but just to show you, you'll know when you're improving because you'll be able to go out like this to quite a space, walk your hands back and slowly sit down into your straddle. I know not many people can do that, but I'm just explaining to you that you'll know that you are improving when you go from that standing to sitting without falling down. If you control yourself down, that's a wider straddle. And for me, it's like, how do you get your legs out that wide? They've gone out wide already, okay? So this time, we're going to do a little work where we're going to, if you're at the toes touching, but now what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach over with one hand and grab my foot, if you can, or grab your ankle. And then I'm going to bring this arm over, okay? Now from here, I'm going to sweep forward as far as you can and reach the other foot and sweep this hand over. So that's 2, sweep forward, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, when we breathe in and out now, we're actually going to turn the toes. So as we breathe in, we push our hips forward, our toes are actually going to go back. As we breathe out, our toes are going to come forward and we're going to lower down. So we're breathing in, looking up, breathing out, holding forward. Breathing in, breathing out. I think that's 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, last little. Let's get really tight up to work on. Last little thing. Again, for some of you, just crossing your legs here and coming forward is going to be a big stretch on your hip. So if that's the case, grab your pad or your block or what you have and rest your head there. For some of you, you won't feel a thing, so you'll do this thing on the video called double fire log. Now you might be thinking, oh, I want to get it in double fire log, but I'm not quite there. So you just put your block or your pad in between your knee and your leg, and that can help. If you can get it flat to the leg here, you just rest forward and come in here. So this is making sure we work our muscles equally inside and outside the hip sort of chest. And then when you feel ready, just change sides. Again, you might have one side that's much stiffer than the other. That's very common. Most people have an imbalance, but again, be able to sit up tall. Once you can sit up tall, start walking the fingers forward, and then rest your weight. Rest your head on the platform. Okay, last round, extreme round now. Again, I'm just going to go from side on. There we go. That's my widest. Okay, so this time you're punching and reaching for that foot. Okay, so this hand actually comes behind me. In this hand, I try and pinch that toe. Okay, so I'm really going for it. But again, how much you can grab your foot? You just grab your knee, that's fine. You're going to rotate your whole body this way, like a twist punch. If you just want to do a twist punch side to side, you can. Okay, you're going to reach 1, reach 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And last night in the senior class, we were doing a diagonal kick. This is a great way to warm the diagonal kick. So we've got toes back, we've got toes forward. What we're going to do now is take one toe forward, one toe back. So essentially, you're doing this kick here, diagonal kick and side kick. Okay, you don't have to roll over your hips like me, but just over exaggerate. Okay, so basically, what I do is the one toe's coming forward, and I pull that toe back, and then I go over to the other side, pull that toe back. 2, 3. So you actually get a nice calf stretch as well to pull that foot back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I want everyone to see how far they can go forward. Again, being able to sit up straight is level 1. Hands forward is level 2. Forearms level 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so on and so forth. But you just measure it where you are. And if you need to put your arms on like this, as a sort of halfway thing, that's good too. Just use the block now and put your forearms on that block. Turn it on its side like that. Like that. And just try and relax. That's the most important thing. A lot of people, when people stretch, look at that, Jam. Fantastic. There we go. Brilliant, brilliant. Come on in. Just ease off your legs, shake them out however you want. Okay. I'm just going to go grab some belts for people. We're going to do some balances now and some belt conditioning, okay? Last week we did half a belt condition. Today we're going to do solo belt conditioning. Grab a belt for your choice. So the memory works like this. At some point, we did some balances, and I said the words, we'll do this with a belt another week. That's all I can remember. Whether it was last week or the week before, 10 weeks ago, I can't remember, but I definitely said it. So put your belt down for the side. We're going to do the stretch. Basically, we're going to go back to the balance. What I'm trying to say is, in case people weren't here for the balance exercise, okay? So, again, I'm a big fan of levels. If you can't do it with the belt, that's fine, but the level one. So when you lift your knee, a lot of people lift their knee and they go off balance. So try and keep that core still and lift your knee with control. Number one thing, and then grab. Sit up nice and tall, look forward and breathe. Staying still here, just going to stay here for 10. 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you're going to put one hand on your hip, same hand on your knee, and take it out to the side. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If any of you need to use the wall, that's fine. These are difficult. And then grab the opposite hand and twist to the back. Close the wall. And reach. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. Other side. So again, use your core to lift. And up top. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hand on the hip. Knee up to the side. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. All in the back. And put the other hand on. Too close to the wall. 5, 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10. So essentially now what we're going to do is we're going to do those balances with the belt. If you find it difficult with your leg bent, you will find it difficult with your legs straight. So just put it out there. So again, watch me first. What I do is I hook the belt down, still lift my knee here, and the belt is on the bottom here. And I want my arms essentially straight. Okay, so just give me a couple of seconds to get into that position. Okay. And when you are there, you're going to try and keep your back straight and straighten out your front leg, which is harder than it looks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now hold both straps in the same hand. Put your other hand on the hip and take it to the side. You can either take it out parallel to your hip, or if you're a little bit more flexible, you can lift it up. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And walk the belt in, change hands. It's the toughest one. The back. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can just imagine how hard that is without the belt. Just using your hands to your foot, okay? This is like a little halfway point to it, okay? So lift up, nice and tall. Keep the belt, hands straight, and then forward. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Into one hand, take it out to the side. Leg straight as you can. Keep your hip height a little bit higher. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. And then switch it to the other hand. Twist. One, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done, guys. Okay, so we've got 2 more exercises left. I'll leave it up to you whether you want to use a wall or not. So basically, just show you with the hand on the wall. Belt is in one hand, and use it as an assisted stretch kick. Okay, it's up to you whether you want to use a wall or you're like, nah, I'm okay without the wall. Totally fine. We're just going to do 10 stretch kicks. Okay, ready? By my count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. 10 stretches. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now this one you will need the wall for. This is the side stretch kick with the belt. I really like this one. It goes through. Okay. So when you're doing the side stretch kick, make sure you keep your toe, your big toe turned to the floor. Don't let it turn up. Okay. So let's go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stand. Stand. Ready. Go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's one more. It was like, will I do this one or won't I? I'm going to do it, okay? This one is a bit tricky. If you don't want to do it, it's fine. So what I need to do is I need to hook my foot and then turn it around, which is quite hard, okay? So if you just want to put your hand on something on the side and do that, that's fine. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach it up and back. It's quite intense, okay? If you don't feel comfortable with it, I totally understand, okay? We'll just do 6 of these, okay? Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch sides. Again, once you get it, it's not so bad. If it's your first time doing it, you go, God, this feels weird. Looks over. What I like about this is your arm is pulling on it. You get a nice lat and shoulder stretch as well. So it's kind of like a 2 for 1. And the other side, 1. So you just push into both and like have a like sort of tug of war with your leg and arm. 3, 4, 5. Feel like my tricep. So 6. It could be over 72.6. Yeah, great. Okay, put the strap back. We'll just cool down now. Couple more exercises just to finish off. So all these now. Again, keep your block because this can help. Okay. There we go. Do my own stretching. And I'm like, I bet I'm squeezing my legs together. And then I put the block there, and I realized I wasn't squeezing my legs together. So if you're ever doing a bridge pose, have a pad or a pillow or a block there, okay? So from here, tuck your heels right in. Turn your hands up. We're just going to do 10 bridge lifts, okay? Just to work our lower back. Ready? 1, 2. Nice and slow. Go with your breath. 3, 4, 5. Now what I want you to do is interlock your 2 thumbs ahead of you, and as you bridge up, let your arms go back. 1. You should be able to get a little bit higher and feel a little bit more in your back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just give our hamstring one more workout with your block or your pad. Put it underneath your 1 foot. And a foot in the air. We're just going to do 5 of these, okay? Try and keep that squeeze in your legs so the block's not there. And lift again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 sides. Set yourself up. Those legs squeeze together and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just bring your chest, little roll back and forth. What we're going to do is grab 2 knees and just do in to out circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change direction. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly roll up. Well done, guys. That's your 45 minutes. Standing.